What's going on, everybody? I am super excited to talk to you about all the customizations we have done to this truck. I gotta show you this, I am rocking the Wild Willys swag. Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome to Hitched and Rolling. I'm Michael.
And I'm Chris.
And we are full-time RVers, and we recently switched over from a Class A Newmar Mountain Air motor coach to fifth wheeling again, and we wanted to purchase what we call the ultimate tow vehicle, going back to a 2026 F-450 Platinum Plus truck. Chris, tell them why.
Why? Because we knew that when we moved back to the F-450, we wanted to do some customization of our truck in order to make the most enjoyable ride pulling our new RV.
And this is it's our third Super Duty truck. So we started off with a single rear wheel F-350 1 ton, and then we ended up jumping up to our 2021 F-450, and we did some customizations to that one, but we also learned, I think, some things that we were going to change if we ever went back to this setup again. And we really ended up missing the fifth wheel life, and we both really missed our F-450 that we used to have. And so
I think we missed our F-450 actually more than we missed our camper.
So we had some ideas about some things that we wanted to change, and it was just finding the right place that could do these customizations for us, get the truck in and all that kind of stuff, which is why we ended up going to Akins Ford in Winder, Georgia, and we used Wild Willys to hook us up with some great customizations. So we want to get into all that and break it down. All right, so I want to get into all the customizations that we did on this truck that we did not do on our other truck, and you're going to find out that there's a theme in here. There is a Michael and Chris theme in here, because I originally wanted to black out a lot on the truck, and Chris was like, nope, hold up, I want to do some chrome. So we kind of went with the black and chrome, and here's some things that I went out on. I wanted to do the grill here, so we had it painted black, and then on the logo here we went with a gay black on the outside, and then we pulled in a satin theme here, and then the Ford emblem script is a gate black. Nothing else here on the front is changed. That's what we changed here, because we went with that satin, agate black, and chrome brushed aluminum kind of feel on this truck. All right, so this is what pulls everything all together. This is kind of what pulled our whole idea together, and that is, it started with the wheel. We ended up going with the 22-inch KG ones with the Nitto Recon grappler. In the last truck we went with the Ridge grappler, but this is a good combination of highway and off-road tire, and we should get around 50,000 miles with these tires. And I have to say this, these do feel a little smoother than the Ridge grapplers. But I want to talk about this wheel. These are 22s. This is KG1s, 22s, and we went with the milled, and that kind of ties in the mill, that look with this shiny black is awesome. And then on the inside is what we did some big changes with, because it's 2.5-inch ready lift coil, ready lift. This time we upped our game, and we could have went with the Fox Performance Shocks 2.0s, but I took it up a notch from there and went up a level, and we put in the 2.5 high performance Fox shocks in the front. And I tell you what, that has been something that has been very different. We noticed that right off the bat from the last one. And the other thing that we did is we ended up putting Fox stabilizers on the front end. On the other one, we didn't do any of that, and I could tell you the front end was a lot looser. It was a little more squirmy. Going with the Fox stabilizers, and these Fox shocks really, made it so much more stable in the front. They got us with the spikes, but we love them. They look good. So continuing the theme, we got the Platinum F-450 badging right here. It's chrome and black. I originally wanted to blacken it out, but Chris was like, nope, I want to keep that same theme going. So we didn't touch that. As we come down here, the mirror had the chrome on it. Obviously we didn't touch that. You got the chrome trim down the side. Again, it's tying everything in. And then we have the brushed aluminum handles, which is new to us. I'm not sure when Ford made that change. Could be 2026, not exactly sure. However, the one change that we did do and did customize was the 6.7 liter Power Stroke badging down here. As you know, there's some red in this, and we wanted to keep the same thing going, so we did a gate black on the satin. I think that looks really nice, turned out really good. As we come down the side of the truck, the next thing that we did and customized was this inset here for this step. So we decided to paint this inset a gate black, keeping the theme of going with the truck. That was one of Chris's ideas. Thumbs up to Chris, that was a great idea. Very subtle, but it's here, it looks good, and that is the FX4 off-road badging, which here usually has some red in it to the back, and we have a satin FX4 off-road sticker. So we are so happy with how this truck turned out, especially looking at it from the back. I mean, take a look at that, y'all. It's 2026. We're celebrating 250 years as a country. We live in the greatest country, one nation under God. So we're rocking the American flag. Chris really wanted an American flag in the center window. I think that really turned out great. We used to have the roll-up leather tonneau cover. No. Not for this truck. This truck, we went with the Real Trax roll-up cover. Absolutely love it. That is really a game changer. But this is a lockable. So you come in, stick your key in it, push the button, up it goes. It's just that easy, you guys. We absolutely love that, because now we can put stuff in the back here and we can lock it up at the same time. It doesn't take two of us to do it. Grab it with one hand, pop it back, pop it down, put the lid on it, and guess what? You are ready to roll down the road. Okay, so a couple things that I got to point out again here at the rear end. We still are running the Fox Shocks high performance 2.5s here in the rear, but then we did something that we did not do in our other one, and that is we added airbags back here. We have 7,500 pound airbags here in the back, which we did use on the way here pulling our 38-foot fifth wheel. Man, I'll tell you what, it was just such a nice smooth ride. We still had a little bit of chucking because as of right now we're running the Anderson hitch, which is not going to be our final hitch. We are our final fifth wheel, and what may sound kind of funny is we actually built this for a fifth wheel that we don't own yet. So this one can handle our Grand Design Influence 38-footer with no problem, but our next fifth wheel is going to be a toy hauler, and it's going to be 9 feet longer than currently. So we built this truck for our future fifth wheel that still has yet to come. But I'm so glad we had that for that. Our next one's gonna have a Gen Y gooseneck, so I can't wait to see what that feels like. But going with the Fox shocks from the factory shocks and the airbags, I'm telling you, has made a huge difference in a ride, and we could feel it on our way up here. The other thing that we did different with this one that we did not do with the other one is we ended up changing out our fuel tank. So we went with an S&B 68-gallon diesel fuel tank, took out the factory 40-gallon fuel tank, and that was really nice also on the way up here. You know, it just kind of gives you that little bit of peace knowing that, hey, you know, we can go that much further down the road if we start running low on fuel. Because as you know, when you're pulling something that's, you know, 45 feet to 48 feet long, you can't just stop at any fuel station. You have to look for a truck stop. So we wanted that extra peace of mind and be able to go, you know, that much further down the road. And we definitely noticed that on our way up here. So these are the things that we switched over from our 2021 F-450 to this 2026 F-450. And I tell you what, it has been like, it's been a complete game changer. The ride in this has been so much smoother than our last F-450. And to me, it's all about, you want to be comfortable and feel secure in your tow vehicle in whatever size length of RV that you're pulling. It's all about that, because if you feel comfortable and you feel like you're in control, that's what it's all about, because you need to be in control, because you're pulling a lot of weight, you have to stop fast, whatever it is. It's one of the other reasons why we love the F-450, because it has the larger brakes over the F-350. We love the turning radius on the F-450 because the wide track front axle is also a game changer. And again, your vehicle, you want it to be something that you feel, man, this thing's got me. If I have to stop my RV, I know that I can count on this. I don't feel like I'm being chucked and bumped and swaying all over the road when I go down the road. This is why we did these changes with this F-450. And so far with our Influence, Grand Design Influence, which is 38 foot long, we can already tell the difference with it. So we can't wait to see what it's going to be like in our final toy hauler fifth wheel. All right, so that's it for me on all the outside stuff. So now I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and she's going to show you guys all about the stuff that we like about the inside of our 2026 F-450 Platinum Plus.
Hey guys, so I get to tell you about the inside. I'll share with you definitely some of the things that I love the most. So I guess we'll start with the smoked truffle interior. Now, as we talked earlier, we had the 2021 Platinum, and these seats are a huge upgrade, not to mention, this moves. You've got these pillow tops in here. You've got the heated steering wheel, which at this point, we haven't discovered it because it's been very hot. And to be honest, I have yet to drive this vehicle. So stay tuned. We'll see if we get to that point. One of the things that I love is just all the storage that's added over there above the glove box is another storage area. So you've got lots of little cubbies to keep things hidden away. One of the greatest upgrades is this huge screen, but I love it because when you turn your blinkers on, and especially when you're towing the vehicle, you can see down the side of the RV. So obviously we've got cup holders here in the center console, and I love it because you can either have two and use this space to store, different things, or have the ability to have 4 cup holders right here in the center console. From a customization standpoint, one of the things we added is our airbags. So we've got the auxiliary switches up here. So welcome to the back seat of our F-450. This is actually a Peloton seat cover. And I will tell you, our little rider, he is a rescue dog and he hated being in the car. Once we got this back here, part of what this blanket is about is bringing comfort, and it absolutely works. He loves it. Very comfortable for whoever you're bringing along with you, and most importantly, Mr. Rider.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this video on our 2026 F-450 that we have called Spike.
Thank you so much for following along with us. And hey, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments section. We would love to answer any questions you may have. So a big thank you to Akins Ford and of course our salesman Isaiah.
And we also got to give a shout out to Real Deal Neil. It was his videos that we even found Akins Ford in the first place. And then Wild Willie's, y'all, they hooked us up. Walt did a great job. Is this the ultimate towing vehicle for an RV? To us, it is. And we can't wait to tow our future RV with this to really see how it handles it. But it has been just great already. It has towed our Influence like it's not even there.
This whole experience has just been so awesome. We definitely enjoyed going through the truck and customization process. Now we can't wait to get our final home.
And we also have to give a huge shout out to our son, Michael Jr., behind the camera, who was editing this. Listen, we don't usually get to do this because usually it's Chris and I, cameras, all the edits and all that kind of stuff. You guys don't know this, but we're filming this video. It is over 100 degrees. And so Michael behind the camera has been sweating. So thank you, son. We appreciate it. We love you. Chris?
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you to all of you for joining in today. Please be sure to like and subscribe. We'd love for you to follow along with us.
And with that, we say, God bless.
And safe travels.